Good morning, friends. My name is Lars, and I'm so happy and grateful to be here with you at Sunday Life Dharma. My Dharma name is Won Chon, and over 6 years ago I was searching for a spiritual home and a community, and somehow the universe pointed me at this place. So if you are searching as well, you may have come home. Here at Won Buddhism, we always emphasize multiple forms of meditation, and recently my beautiful partner Salma and I, we walked about 170 miles around Lake Tahoe, which was a very liberating and enlightening experience. I hope I can write down 1 or 2 Dharma talks, as long as I overcome my internal procrastinator and actually put pen to paper. But first, today, our good temple friend Kelly Dono, Won Yi-Su, will share her Dharma talk, titled The Expanding Truth of Me. Now let's start with some reading this morning with the Essential Dharmas of Daily Practice on page 11. The Essential Dharmas of Daily Practice. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. Let us replace disbelief, greed, laziness, and ignorance with belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn lack of public spirit into eagerness to serve the good of all. Now please stand up behind your mats. Let's get ready for some Qi Gong movements. Please make sure you have plenty of space. Only do as much or as little as your energy and your body allows. Listen to your body. You know yourself best. Make sure your feet are about hip-width apart. Maybe rock back and forth. Find your balance. We should be growing roots right behind the ball of our foot. Our knees are slightly bent. Tailbone is tucked in. Chin is tucked in. Shoulders are relaxed and rolled forward. Let's get us into some really good spine neutral position. Let's breathe in. Let's do a crane's breath in. Breathing in, chest height, and breathe out. Breathe in and out. In. Focus on your dantian. Breathe out. Deep belly breathing in, 4 to 5 seconds, and out, 4 to 5 seconds. Your tongue sits on the roof of your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more time, breathe in and out. Let our palms rest on our dantian. It's about 2 inches below our navel. Keep breathing, 4 or 5 seconds in, 4 or 5 seconds out. Feel your belly rise when you're breathing in. And contract, breathing out. Sink, breathing in and out. Drop the arms. Double breath in, we're breathing in just like in the beginning. Breathing in, once we come chest height, breathe in again. Fold your palms towards the sky, breathing in, push, and relax, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in again. Push all the way to the universe and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in again. Push, 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 stretch, and breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe in again. Stretch, and breathe out. Let's rest our palms back on our dantian. Keep on breathing and relax. Bring our hands right in front of us. One hand comes up, the other hand comes down. Push heaven, push earth, you stretch. And then we relax. Hands come back in front of us. Our hands past the Qi Gong point. Switch your hands, breathing in. Stretch the other side. Push heaven, push earth, and relax. Switch hands, breathing in. Breathe in, stretch. And relax. Breathe out. Switch hands, breathe in. And relax. Switch hands, one more round, breathing in. Stretch. And relax. Switch hands. And relax, breathe out. Collect your palms back on our dantian. Relax, keep breathing. Find your breath. Calm yourself and sink more. Now place your hands on your hips. Step out a little bit further, like in a high gong bu. Let's push all to the left. Look to the left. And arch back, breathing in. And on the way down, now fold on your hips. Breathing out. Come around, switch to the other side. And on the way up, breathe in. And slightly arch back, stretch your back. And breathe out, fold back forward. Switch, and back up the other side, breathing in, and breathe out. Switch, breathe in, and out. Back to the other side, breathing in, and out. And in, and out. Just come to the center, raise yourself up, put your hands back on your dantian. Our legs are back, hip width apart. Keep breathing and relax. Now we're breathing in. Our hands slowly go around our back. We're still breathing in. We try to look behind ourselves gently. And then we're breathing out, folded our waist. Let your arms drop all the way to the ground. Try to touch the ground. And breathe back in. Slowly come up, get raised by the shoulders. Knees are slightly bent. And we're breathing out. Our palms go back on our danshin. Okay, breathing in. Hands go back to our lower back. Slightly arch back, stretch. Breathe out, fold. Drop your hands. Drop yourself all the way down. Slightly bend your knees. Breathe in. Get raised by the shoulders. Stack one vertebrae on top of the other. And breathe out. Put your palms back on your danshin. One more time. Breathing in. Arch back. Breathe out. Forward. Drop your hands straight to the ground. Slightly bend your knees. Breathe in. Get lifted up by the shoulders. And breathe out. Relax. Bring our arms to our side. Breathing in. Palms up, 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 up. All the way above our head. Palms join together. Breathe out. Slowly bring your palms towards your third eye. Rest on your third eye. And breathe in. And breathing out, we bring in our palms to our heart center. Resting on our heart center. Breathing in. And breathing out. Thank you, friends. Please join us in offering 4 bows to the Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, either way in full kneeling bows or in standing bows. Please use your mat as a cushion.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the marvelous gift of nature and the universe. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, the truth of interconnectedness among all beings. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us, protects us, and promotes justice.
us say hello, hello to us. Softly, silently, let us say thank you. Thank you for being here. Let us say, good for you to be here, to pause in meditation. Let us feel connected with the friends who are together right now, breathing, pausing, and listening. Online friends, here friends in the temple space. Meditation is a wonderful gift. If you feel like, please take the time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. If you feel like, rock back and forth, gently, side to side, until your body feels centered and really comfortable. Sit up tall and high as you happily stretching your back, pressing your pelvic floor towards the chair or mat. Scan your entire body to see if there is any tensions. Maybe some tensions in your neck, shoulders, maybe back. Breathe in, grab those tension or notice those tension. Hold them, and breathe out, release. If there are any tight muscles or uneasy energy, let go of them with your exhalation. Breathe in deeply, gently, breathe out. Breathe in softly and let go. Let go of tension in your face and head, neck and shoulders. Breathe in. Notice tension or uneasiness. Breathe out. Release any mental or physical uneasiness. Breathe in. Notice where you are, who you are, how you feel. Breathe out. Release any inner voice chatter, any uneasiness. Breathe in. Notice the natural rhythm of your breathing. Breathe out. Smile, release with the natural rhythm of flowing in and out. Soften your breath if you're working too hard with your breathing. Take a ride of natural flow of breathing in and out. If you hear any of your own breathing sound, listen to it and notice the sound of your breath, texture of your breath, and characteristic of your breath. breathe out, let go. How grateful we are to sit together quietly, finding and enjoying the still point within. May we be here now, deeply awake and deeply aware about calm, alert, clear spirit.
Page 4. 영주. 천지연기 하심정 만사여의 하심도 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. Palms together. Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts. 원하옵니다. 원하옵니다. 간절히 간절히 원하옵니다. 내 손길 닿는 곳 내 내 마음 향하는 곳마다 우리 모두 다 함께 우리 모두 다 함께 성불태주 인연이 I wish and pray sincerely and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together share a true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings. Sutra Chanting, page 6.
일원상 vow in Korean. You're welcome to join us chanting or listening. Feel the vibration. Let your minds, heart, and soul rest in this energy of chanting. 일원상 서원문 일원은 하나도 다내 입정처이요 유무초월의 생사문인바 천지부모동포범률의 본원이여 재불조사범부중생의 성품으로 능히 성유상하고 능히 성무상하여 유상으로 보면 상주불멸로 여여자연하여 무량세계를 전개하여 무상으로 보면 우주의 성주계공과 만물의 생로병사와 사생의 심신작용을 따라 육도로 변화를 시켜 혹은 진급으로 혹은 강급으로 혹은 은생어예로 혹은 대생어은으로 이와 같이 무량세계를 전개하였나니 우리 어리석은 중생은 이 법신불리원상을 채받아서 심신을 원만하게 수호하는 공부를 하며 또는 사리를 원만하게 하는 공부를 하며 또는 심신을 원만하게 사용하는 공부를 지성으로 하여 진급이 되고 은혜는 입을지언정 강급이 되고 해도 근입지 아니하기로서 일원의 위력을 얻도록까지 서원하고 일원의 채성에 합하도록까지 서원함.
Page 9. 일원상바 Ilwan is the realm of samadhi. balance reach the gateway of earth and that transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and laws of true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. Still one manifests as both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanence, till one unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is, viewed as impermanence, till one unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies in the four forms of birth, which transform through the 6 rungs of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan Song, the Dharmakaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwan and become one with the nature of Ilwan.
This morning, our good temple friend and longtime practitioner, Kelly Dano, Wan Yi Sa, will share her Dharma Talk, The Expanding Truth of Me. Let us practice deep listening as we welcome Kelly.
Good morning. It's good to see all of you. I'm Kelly. 2 years ago, I was having difficulties at my new job, and I shared my experiences in a Dharma talk. This is part 2 of that 2022 talk entitled The Relationship Between the Truth and Me. When I wrote that talk, my challenging work situation was leading me to uncover my true nature through the tools of don't know mind, which means keeping an open, curious mind, and all things are the mind's creation, not believing all the stories my mind created. Things at work got better, and so I stayed. But this past March at a staff meeting, the rug was pulled out from under me again. I felt blindsided and hurt and angry. And while it isn't necessary for me to spell out the details of what happened, you should know that the sensory conditions I experienced at the staff meeting sent very intense emotions swirling and left me feeling heartbroken and defeated. This Dharma talk is about the practice journey that was ignited by my experience that day. Many of you know the story of Gautama Buddha and his Gautama Buddha's enlightenment. But for those of you that don't, Buddha was said to have sat all night under the Bodhi tree in deep meditation. As he got close to his enlightenment, Mara, a demon, sent his minions to test and distract Buddha. Mara believed that enlightenment did not belong to mortals. Buddha ignored all the temptations sent by Mara and defeated them. When Mara asked who would serve as a witness to Buddha's right to enlightenment, Buddha touched the earth, and the earth spoke as his witness. Some statues you see Buddha's right hand touching the earth to signify this moment. I love the story of Buddha. I have this image of Buddha being tested in my head when difficult moments arise. It reminds me to stay calm, determined, and rooted to the earth. I find myself months later still turning my work situation over in my mind. It was hard to let go of feelings of hurt and anger. Sure, little things, minor disturbances, are easy peasy. But when something big comes along and it shakes my life, instead of feeling equanimity, I feel sadness and hurt. And I don't know what to do with these strong emotions. When big negative events occur, I can fake it in the daytime, push the thoughts away. But in the middle of the night, or very early in the morning before my alarm clock goes off, my ego's thoughts wake me up, and I start ruminating and reliving the past. It just won't let go. I'm sure everyone has had these moments. I ask myself, how can I stop this from happening? How can I turn off this busy, upset brain and all the stories it's telling me? How do I let go of big thoughts? In chapter 3 of our scripture book, there's a passage that has helped me. It's verse 48. Quote, "The founding master said, in the same way that tests are given in schools at the end of each academic year, so do practitioners of the way have various tests involving favorable and adverse conditions as their Dharma stage rises, or they're about to ascend to the stage of Buddhahood. When Buddha was about to attain the way, it was said that he was attacked by Papyan, the king of Maras, who is leading the 84,000 minions of Mara. Practitioners in later generations had similar experiences. As I look at you now, there are some of you among you who are being tested and are waging an uphill battle. Others are being defeated and losing their chance at eternal life. And others still who have passed the test with good results and now have a boundless road ahead of them. I hope each of you will examine your own level and make sure that you do not fail the test. End quote. Well, believe me, I am nowhere close to Buddhahood, but this passage resonates with me because I do believe our daily lives provide us with tests for our practice and growth. So, was I being tested? I can tell you if I was, then I was surely failing. My ego had created 84,000 thoughts like Papyan to test me. I imagined myself in a wrestling ring with my opponent, my ego, looking pretty pumped, strong, and sneaky. And we go round after round, and every time my ego pins me to the mat while I get the count. 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, just like that. I've lost again, and my ego gets up and dances around the ring. Well, part of me wonders, should I stay down, let my ego and its thoughts have this round? Or do I pull myself up, dust myself off, and go back in again? I decided I'm going to let go of delusions, disturbances, and sensory conditions, and I'll hit them with gratitude and equanimity, the old 1-2 punch. In Buddhist philosophy, the sense of self is an illusion. There's no fixed me. I see myself as a collection of memories and habits, but my ego makes me feel separate and special, and it hangs on to resentment and blocks the path to gratitude and forgiveness. My ego keeps telling me I am separate from others. I deserve to be treated fairly, and it's okay to hang on to negative emotions. Other people's motives and feelings are secondary to mine. My ego is a liar. This dualistic thinking will only get me further in trouble. Reverend Won reminds me to flip or reverse my thinking. If someone hurts me, instead of feeling angry, flip it. Have I hurt someone unintentionally or intentionally? Well, surely I have. And if so, then I would ask them for the grace of forgiveness and understanding. Can I offer this grace to others? I think of it as kind of a karmic flip. My past actions may have led to this unpleasant moment. Can I accept it gracefully? I definitely needed to strengthen my letting go muscles, but how? On Thursday night, our Dharma group is reading the book called The Principles for Training the Mind by Venerable Chasanim. He states that for those who have the power of spiritual cultivation, any sensory condition that arises has no more effect than a mild breeze or a tiny insect. But for those who lack the power of cultivation, the most insignificant condition will roar like a lion or blow like a hurricane. So here's an answer. But What does he mean by the power of spiritual cultivation? Cultivation means to drop your judging mind, drop your attachments, and remain calm and centered when sensory conditions arise. I feel the constant stream of sensory conditions during my day, knowing I have no control over to stop them, but I also know I can control my reaction to them. I decide which to react to and which to let go. Meditation is the best exercise to strengthen one's letting go muscles. Sitting and observing my thoughts stream by, not attaching to them, coming back to my breath over and over, increases powers of observation and release. Meditation expands spiritual cultivation by widening the gap between action and reaction. So, fast forward to the end of the story. It's now 4 months later, July. I have packed my things and left that place of work. Do Mara's minions still visit me? Yes, but less often. I'm proud of remaining a professional, completing my teaching contract, and working through the hurt and anger. I left with my head held high and my karma intact. I feel I've won a few rounds with the battle of my ego's thoughts. This devastating experience was a great opportunity to practice. What other new truths have I learned from this challenging event? Well, first of all, letting go is not a one and done process. Things keep bubbling up, and I have to keep letting myself feel them, breathe, release, and let it go, and keep moving towards a mind of gratitude and forgiveness. Letting go in Buddhism is hard because there's not a solid thing that you rid yourself of. It's the constant stream of thoughts, the stories your mind creates about a situation, the feelings resulting from these thoughts and stories. So your power of awareness has to be high, and your equanimity strong, and your dedication to recognize and release over and over and over until you defeat the challenges of your test. The second thing I learned is that my belief in karma is stronger than I previously imagined. Without forgiveness, we can't let go of things. We hold grudges, which harms our karma and blocks our path to gratitude. My karma is worth guarding, so I breathe, release, and let it go. Looking at the events from the perspective of karmic ripening has also helped. Maybe my past actions led to this moment of suffering. Maybe I caused suffering in someone else, and that suffering has returned to me. I can think of a few situations that could be ripening in this case. Focusing on the positive has helped, and realizing grace from harm. I'm grateful for the 3 years at my job working with children and families, and I'm grateful for its end. It has opened new opportunities in my life. And lastly, I realized that we are tested every day, and how well that we handle these tests depends on how well we are prepared. That is what Venerable Chasanim was referring to. The more we work on our spiritual cultivation, the less reactive we become, turning hurricanes into gentle breezes. Through meditation, gratitude practice, letting go practice, by coming to the temple, we are all preparing ourselves for being tested by Mara's minions. We are building equanimity, knowledge, space to pause before reacting. We are training ourselves not to listen to our egos and to reject their dualistic nonsense. I hope we can all pass life's tests and see them as opportunities for practice and progress.
Kelly, thank you so much for that. I'm sure this resonated with so many of us. I too am directly because of the same thing, being pulled out from under you. You're not prepared. One minute you have a job, the next minute you don't. And it's just, boy, that ego, really. How many are here because of work stress? Or come back for work stress? So our egos are so wrapped up in work, and that's just beautiful, a reminder to use the tools that we have and, touch the earth. Thank you. Folks at home, this is the time to put your thoughts in the chat or just sit quietly and reflect. And folks here, go ahead and pair up 2s or 3s and to talk about what this talk brought up for you.
Wow, I really feel very active reflection and sharing. Who would like to continue a conversation more after our official closing today? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, half of you. Wonderful. Anyone first time today, by the way? First time? Wow, many have hands. Big welcoming. Wow. Out of those who raise a hand for here first time, who would like to come back? Raise your hand back. Wow, everybody. Oh, so nice to have you. Please make sure to talk to Kelly or Reverend John and me so we get to know you if this is your first time. Kelly, thank you so much for your beautiful sharing. And I think there is a power of sharing. Not only you are making huge contribution by sharing that vulnerable personal story with this great wisdom, but also you are releasing that you've been holding here with a loving, supportive energy and blessing from community. You are, lifted. Right? We are lifting her up together. And then today, you will feel much better from today.
Yes. 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 Thank you for being my therapist.
Having said that, you are welcome to do the same thing like Kelly did. You may not have exactly the same situation, but you may have some similar or some different kind of challenges and struggles and your inner journey, life journey. And you can, just create like a 3-minute or 5-minute sharing. And that will be a wonderful way to release your whatever you are struggling with. Also, that will be a huge heart opening and community gift you can share with us. Now, one more time, raise your hand. Who is interested in doing so? Wow, you have to see me, really. Thank you so much. I see like several of your hands, and anyone who didn't have raise a hand, I saw you're about to raise a hand, but not quite there. That's a good place still. Wow, wonderful. Oh, this coming Saturday, our 3 friends will be having a day retreat before their naming ceremony in August. Christine and Jen from Raleigh Practice Community, and then Irene from Chapel Hill Temple, they will be receiving Dharma name. What's the meaning of having a Dharma name? Acceptance of a Dharma name signifies resolution and commitment to self and community along your practice journey. Who is eligible? I'm curious about that. Who is eligible to receive Dharma name? Anyone qualifies who has been consistently practicing with us for an extended period of time. If you are interested in, please let us know. Any other more announcements?
For a double dose of practice, you are invited to join us at the Raleigh Center at 4 o'clock this afternoon for more meditation and sharing. The Raleigh Center is nestled in a peaceful forest near Falls Lake. We have an overnight retreat for teens with 2 spots left. That is happening in August. You can sign up on the website. Also in August, the Raleigh Temple is hosting the Won Buddhism introduction class. That's going to be on Saturday, August 17th. And this is a really, really good class for learning about the basics of Buddhism and Won Buddhism. And you can take it more than once. We also have Labor Day happiness retreat. And this is September 1st and 2nd, so it's an overnight here. And it is called a happiness retreat, so that'll be the focus. And there will be lots of lighthearted, joyful things happening during that time. Don't forget to sign up to be in our community email list if you'd like to. That is in the foyer there. And our temple operates solely through your generosity. We appreciate donations, also in the foyer there. Now let us turn to page 13 and bless each other with our morning prayer song.
Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind, may I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for honor. With the palms together, let us bow to our friends right next to us. And also look at our Mr. Sony camera. I want to say hello to those friends. Wave your hands today. We have many friends joining, but especially I appreciate friends who left their greeting. Heidi, Cynthia, Linda, you can wave through the camera. Catherine, Kitty from Florida, Dave, Anne, Lee, Steve, Polly, Daniel, Michelle, Bob, Triple Gem Tarot, Lala, RuPaul, Jody, Bob Lamberg. Thank you all those friends who join us. 감사합니다.